Hey everybody, I'm Wileen Benson, and this video I am entitling Why Gratitude? And the reason why I'm doing this video is because just recently I was in California at a mastermind, and I shared with people that, you know, in the mastermind that I do a daily gratitude call. And it was really interesting. I had two people that were like, why would you do gratitude? Why would you do a daily gratitude call? What's so important about gratitude? And I was looking at them like, are you serious? You really don't understand what the importance of gratitude is? And it really kind of took me by surprise. But it also helped me understand that there are some people who don't really know what the value of living a life of gratitude is. So I felt like it was really important for me to create this video for people who have never tried gratitude. And I want to share 3 specific points of, I could go on all day and talk about gratitude, but there's 3 specific things that I want to share with you today about why it would be important to start your day with gratitude and to just live in gratitude all the time. I want to share an experience with you that for me is something that I don't share with a lot of people, but I feel like it's so important that you understand the importance of living in gratitude, and this experience really illustrates that principle. And so I'm going to share that with you now. I used to have lower back pain, and it was pretty debilitating. Like every morning when I got up, I would have to slowly get out of bed and just kind of straighten up. And a lot of times, you know, if I stood for long periods of time or walked for long periods of time, it would be really excruciating. And it really affected pretty much every area of my life. And there was one morning that I woke up, and as I was just trying to roll out of bed, you know, slowly and just, you know, get that back straightened out, I just had the thought, I wonder if I have to have back pain. I'll bet I don't. I'll bet I don't have to have back pain, because I've learned over the last 6 or 7 years that if there's ever a situation in my life that isn't working for me, I can question it. So I immediately went across the hall to my room, my office, and I call it my creating chair. So I sat down just very gingerly into my creating chair, and I just went about asking these questions. Where does this back pain come from? What's causing this back pain? And I was really open to just receive what it was. And the answer that came to me was an experience. An experience came to mind that happened when I was 9 years old. I was in a situation where I was sexually abused, and that was the experience that came to me. And the next thought that came to me was that I still held some anger about that situation and towards the person, and that I had not forgiven him. And so I set about in that session that I call GPS, Gratitude, Prayer, and Scripture, set about during that session trying to forgive this person for the experience that I'd had when I was 9 years old. And it was really interesting. The thought came to me that my limiting belief was that if I open myself up, then I can be taken advantage of. And when I started changing the energy around that statement, if I open myself up, I'll be taken advantage of, I looked at it from a positive perspective. And I thought, wow, if I open myself up, I can be taken advantage of. People can take advantage of my wisdom. People can take advantage of my experience. People can take advantage of my love that I have to give. So there's so many things that they could take advantage of when I decided to open myself up. And as soon as I changed that energy, I all of a sudden saw that experience from a completely different perspective. I saw that experience as a good thing, that the back pain was a good thing because it drew attention to the experience. The experience was a good thing because all of a sudden I realized I have 3 daughters, and there have been situations in our lives, in our family life, where my daughters could have been put in the exact same situation that I was put into, but because I'd had that experience, I was able to protect them. I was able to ward off that kind of an experience, that they didn't have to experience it. And so immediately I felt gratitude for the experience. I felt gratitude for the back pain. I felt gratitude for the person who was willing to help me through that experience. And as soon as I found gratitude, then it all of a sudden became a good experience. I was grateful for it. So if you can change your perspective on any experience, whether it be about your health, whether it be about a family situation that you're going through, whether it be a financial situation, whatever it is, whatever your situation is, whether it's even a trauma that you have experienced, if you can find gratitude, and I promise you that there is gratitude in every single experience, and if you can find it, then it all of a sudden becomes a good experience. So bringing this all back around full circle, I was seeking to forgive, but as soon as I found gratitude, it was a good experience and there was nothing to forgive. And the other thing I want to share with you is that as soon as I found gratitude in that experience and I realized it was a good experience, my back pain went away. In that instant, it was gone and it has never returned. And that's been 5 years ago. Another reason why gratitude is so important is because every single word in the English language carries with it a vibration. Everything is energy. Everything has some sort of frequency of energy with it, and words are no different. Albert Einstein said, "Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics." So just as an experiment, just feel within your body when you hear the words hate, despair, shame, how does that feel within your body? And then notice the shift and the change in the way that your body feels when I say love, hope, gratitude. Totally different feeling. One of the things that I've noticed as people start on the gratitude call is that when people are brand new on the call, they'll share different things that they're grateful for than the people that have been on for a while. So for example, if somebody's brand new to the call, a lot of times they'll say, "I'm grateful for my bed. I'm grateful for my fuzzy slippers. I'm grateful for indoor plumbing." You know, some of these things that are physical comforts and things that we get to, that benefit us personally. But people, once they've been on the call for a while, I've noticed that the level of gratitude of the things that they're grateful for even heightens. Some of the things that they'll share is they're grateful for the power to heal. They're grateful for their influence. They're grateful for the mentors that are in their lives. So it's things that not only are they beneficial to them, but then all of a sudden they're starting to look outside of themselves and they're seeing, how can I serve other people? So back to that quote by Albert Einstein. If the energy that I put out is what I'm going to attract back, which do you want to start your day with? Do you want to start your day in drudgery and wishing you didn't have to go to work and all these things, you know, that a lot of people talk about? Or do you want to start your day in gratitude and being really excited about your day? What kind of experiences do you want to attract into your life? Well, me personally, if gratitude is the highest vibration word in the English language, I'm going to start out the day with gratitude so that I can bring the highest vibration experiences into my life. So changing that energy and choosing higher vibration, higher frequency to attract more higher frequency experiences into your life. Albert Einstein also said that problems cannot be solved with the same mindset that created them. So if I were in a mindset of a lower vibration feeling and I created a problem with that lower vibration, then I've got to break that pattern. I have to be in a higher vibration to be able to find the solution. And you know, every single word, every single emotion, word that we attach to emotions, like doubt, anxiety, fear, anger, and then the higher vibration emotions like love and gratitude and peace and hope. Those are on a little bit higher scale. If you trace back all those emotions to the root, there really are only two emotions that we experience, and one is love and the other one is fear. So all of those lower vibration emotions really come from the source of fear, and the higher vibration emotions come from a source of love. And when you think about it, there are two motivators. There are fear motivators and there are love motivators. And we all know that a fear motivator is a really good way to kind of get us going. If we're afraid of what's here, then we'll kind of get moving and get going forward. But it's short-lived. And as soon as we experience fear again, after we have started moving forward, it resonates with this fear back here and it takes us back to that comfort zone where we were before. But a love motivator, something that we can look outside of ourselves and we can find something that we love, that's a much stronger motivator, and it's something that can be maintained. And the benefit of that also is that as we experience more and more love, it keeps moving us forward. Okay, so when you are ready to start creating something new, begin on stable ground. Start with that high vibration. And gratitude is a great place to be because, like I said, that's one of the highest vibration words that we can, states of being that we can be in. So find gratitude in what you already have. Don't wish away what you've already got. Find gratitude in it. And then also look at, okay, how can this be improved? So if you're starting on that high vibration, gratitude based in love, that's the source of the higher vibration emotions and states of being. So you start there. That helps to motivate you to move forward and to create something different. It's not like fear motivation that's short-lived. It's love motivation, so it's going to help you to stay committed longer. And the last thought that I want to share with you on gratitude comes from the Bible. It's the story of the 10 lepers, when Christ healed the 10 lepers. And 10 were healed and one came back and expressed gratitude to him. And there's a scripture that talks about the added benefit that was given to this one leper when he expressed that gratitude. And he said unto him, Arise, go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole. So all of the lepers were healed. One recognized the source of the healing. And we all have miracles in our lives on a daily basis. Do we recognize the source of that healing? The fact that he came back and expressed gratitude really anchored in the knowledge of where that healing came from. And so the wholeness that he experienced, that was the gift that was given him with this gratitude, gave him the ability that if he had a trial again in the future, he knew the source that he could turn to for his miracle and for his healing. The other 9 lepers, if they had another trial in their lives, they would turn to begging for mercy because that was what they experienced as the reason for their healing. The one leper carried with him the knowledge of how to be healed. So he was whole. The others were healed, but he was whole. So the 9 rely on hope and prayer, and the 1 relies on faith and knowing. It's a little bit higher understanding.
I'm Colleen Goray, and what I find when I do the gratitude call is everything aligns up, and I find myself being sort of dependent on it. And if I'm doing something and I get distracted and I get on a little bit late, I feel like, oh, I missed some, and I don't get as much out of the call, I guess because of a limiting belief, because I really, it's the cornerstone of my day. It just really puts things together. Wileen is ingenious in the way that she incorporates my random comments into something so beautiful, and it actually extracts so much meaning out of what I say. She's gifted that way. I appreciate her every day. She's one of the main gratitudes I have. Is just working with her is such an experience, and it brings such a light And I feel blessed to even have her as a friend. I am grateful for you.
If I've sold you on starting the day with gratitude, then join our gratitude call every single day, every single morning. And if you can't join in the morning, then listen to the podcast, whatever time you can during the day, or do your own daily gratitude practice. So whether you choose to do a daily gratitude practice on your own, or if you decide to join us, just do it. Just try it. Try gratitude on a daily basis. And if you need some resources, you can always go to my website, WileenBenson.com. There's a link there. You can even schedule a 15-minute call with me if you want to get a little bit more information. And there's so many different free resources there to help you stay in gratitude and to help you continue leveling up. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I'm looking forward to seeing you on our Breakthrough with Gratitude Facebook group. And feel free to reach out to me if there's anything else, any other questions that you have. And I'm grateful to you for joining me today, and look forward to hearing about your experiences in gratitude.